Corner Brook Intermediate is a school located on the west coast of Newfoundland. But if you try to visit it on Google Maps, it will appear as if the school is still being renovated. Because of Corner Brook's declining population, the two junior high schools had to be combined. In 2014, Corner Brook Intermediate was born. We wanted to know what kind of changes the school had faced during the transition.
My name is Floyd Thomas. I'm the music director at Corner Brook Intermediate, and I've been a music teacher and educator for 33 years. I've been in Corner Brook since 2000. So the building we're in now was the former Regina High School building. The school system used to be Catholic Protestant, and this was a holdover from the Catholic Protestant system. And in 2006, we consolidated the two high schools into Corner Brook Regional High. And then 4 years ago, we consolidated the two junior high schools into one super junior high school, and we moved back into this building. So I've been in this building on and off since 2000. And I've been here for the last 3 years as Corner Brook Intermediate. Physically, the school, this building it's been restructured 3 times really, because this building, a lot of people don't realize it now, Regina High School burnt down in 1984. And so they kept the original platform, but they built on it again, but they changed the plans, and that kind of made it a bit confusing. In 2006, it was redesigned and restructured because we used it as Corner Brook Regional High for a year and a half. And then 5 years ago, it was restructured and completely redesigned again as Corner Brook Intermediate. They had a massive restructuring. And so there's a lot of nooks and crannies and doors where you wouldn't think there should be doors held over from 2 or 3 previous constructions, and things that are basically, when you basically do a renovation in a house, things change, and a lot of stuff has changed here in the last 17 years. We have lost things coming together as two schools, and we've gained things coming together as two schools. So, I guess with every change there's positive and negative. So when I came here 17 years ago, we had 2 junior high schools that had approximately 700-800 students. We had 2 senior high schools that had probably 800 students. Declining population has brought us together. What we've lost is healthy competitiveness. 2 schools in the same town being able to compete at basketball or band competitions, drama festivals. What we've gained is the ability to offer a far greater curriculum and opportunities for our students. For example, since we've become Corner Brook Intermediate, we now have a full-time music teacher in one building, which we never had before because of the numbers, and we've been able to take our concert band to Festival Disney in Florida. We've been able to take our jazz band down to New York to work with Wynton Marsalis and Jazz at Lincoln Center. These things wouldn't have happened 7 or 8 or 9 years ago. If there were 2 separate schools, the numbers weren't there, and the staffing wasn't available. So yeah, for every change, there's a negative and a positive. Do they outweigh each other? I think you lose some, you gain some, and you have to be kind of open-minded when you look at that stuff. Because ultimately, right now I'm Mr. Thomas and you're my student, but at some point you're going to be, a future member of our community, and you're not going to be my student anymore. The amount of knowledge that a junior high school student has at their disposal right now is massive. And our wealth of knowledge is changing every 7 years. So our wealth of knowledge is doubling every 7 years, and that is getting even smaller and smaller. So when I started teaching in 1986, the amount of knowledge that a grade 9 student had is nothing compared to the amount of knowledge that a grade 9 student has today. They were more having to fend for themselves. Parents never had as much of an active role in the day-to-day functioning of their lives. Social media didn't, take over their world. And so it was much more hands-on 30 years ago. But in the end, students are still good.